Good morning, guys. Welcome to another Bitcoin market review. Gonna be giving my thoughts here on Bitcoin again. Nice move this morning, so a lot to talk about here. I'll be giving my future game plans, what I think are good trade plans, at what levels and whatnot. Okay, so let's get right into it. So yeah, as if you have been following along on my Twitter page and on YouTube, you know that I haven't been shorting here down here, right? I was mainly bullish, looking for longs. Said that this liquidity above here was gonna be key. That the draw on major liquidity was to the upside. And now we're finally seeing the move. I did catch a small long from down here on inverse futures on Bybit. Nothing too big, but I'm holding it for now. I think it's a great entry down here for the longer run. But yeah, let's talk about that later. Now, so something I want to talk about is pure liquidity wise, right? We did take out Monday low here, but the significance of the draw on liquidity being to the upside is not that we have swept Monday low, but that we have swept major high time frame liquidity as well. Why? If we take a look on the weekly, right? So honestly, let's start off from a clean chart for now. Boom. Okay, so where was liquidity resting on the weekly on this local bottom, right? From here, from this bottom, we saw a $7,500 move up, 42%. That's not bad, you know. So this was key. Now, where was key liquidity resting? Below some weekly levels, right? So first one is gonna be this one. What color should we take? Let's take that one. Okay, and then the second one, well, or you call this the first one, obviously is the first bottom, then we saw the bounce, and then second one, and then started rallying hard from there. Okay, so these two levels were key. Now, as I talked about in another video, I said you don't know if this sweep is gonna lead to the big bounce or if it's gonna be the sweep of this. Now, I did have a feeling that we wouldn't go for this low because everyone was waiting for that low, right? So everyone wanted this and then the reclaim to long. But instead, what did we get? We swept this key liquidity, right? Got shop at the bottom of the range, but all weekly closes above this key level held. And as you can see right now, we're getting a big bounce. Well, a big bounce. So far, not that big, but it's a start, okay? So let's for now mark this out with our key range level and this just as another point of liquidity, right? So now the question is, where is the next key liquidity resting on the weekly? If you know my range strategy is from the low to the high, and that's if the low gets swept, the next draw will be on the high. Now, am I straight up targeting this high? No, of course not, but what I was talking about here is that these sweeps weren't the only reason that I was bullish, but also because of the high time frame sweep. We swept, as I said, high time frame liquidity. So yeah, the higher time frame liquidity that gets swept, the bigger bounce you can expect. Okay, so low time frame liquidity resting above all of these highs. Obviously, we already took major liquidity above here. Not sure if it's gonna go for these now or if we're gonna get a retest. If you take a look at what we got here, so after the first impulse, we just chopped a bit, as you can see here, some sweeps, and then we just saw continuation. Are we gonna get something similar? Possibly, possibly not, but the first key area of resistance is gonna be around here, I think. Okay, so after sweeping this, boom, and then like this. So if you're looking to long this, I would wait either for a retest or for or for a significant reclaim of some key levels, unless it's a swing long and you think that this is obviously the weekly low in and you're targeting 25k plus, then it makes sense. Okay, but let's talk about that in a minute. Firstly, let's go to the monthly again, and remove those levels again, right? Okay, and now so let's talk about this monthly range, right? I've also been talking about this one in the previous videos, where key levels were this one and this one. Okay, so July high and July low. Let's also mark them out with a thick level. Like this. Okay, so there I said this July monthly high got taken, closed ugly, next draw was towards the low, obviously. Now that's also a main reason why we didn't have to sweep this low, right? Because the draw on high time frame liquidity was on July low, which was at 18.8k. Once we saw the reclaim, that was your point to start being cautious about shorts and to start looking for longs. Okay, as you can see, the monthly slowly flipped green. It's a good sign, not necessarily means that much, but it's a good sign. Okay, so from here, let's zoom in a little to the weekly again. Last week's high, probably gonna be a good level as well. Let's mark that out with this. Last week's high. Okay. And then let's also look for the mid-range between July low, and July high. And as you can see, as you can already tell, that's gonna be a pivotal level. Okay, yeah, as you can see, resistance, resistance, and then some here support, deviated below. Once we got back below, resistance, sold off. Quick deviation, took stops above here, got back below, off to range low. Okay, so this is gonna be, as I said, on the lower time frames, low time frame draw on liquidity was towards these highs. As long as we stay below this mid-range, be cautious about longs. Once we reclaim this, I think there's no stopping this until 23, 24, but then I think we see range high and possibly even, as I said, the draw on liquidity on the weekly, which is this range high at 25k, and then probably fill in all of this towards 28, possibly even 30k, and then we'll have to see. Okay, so that's what I'm watching here. My game plans, as I said, I'm in a long from lower. I'm most likely gonna take my profits. If we sweep this, I'm still fully in for now, since I think we're not done here yet. So mainly targeting this, but this is gonna be a key area. If we reclaim this, start targeting range high. But at that point, I'm pretty bullish, since that's then this here is confirmed. Like if you purely look at it from a market structure perspective, right? This was the weekly low, lower high. If we bounce from here, this is a higher low. And yeah, if we zoom in to the 3-day, you can see lower high. Boom. What do we want to see now? A higher high. So if we break above, let's say here, we more than likely take out this. And at that point, dips are probably for buying towards there. Okay, so I'm pretty bullish here. Now, what are the levels that you want to see hold now next, right? So as on the daily, right? So say you want to be looking for longs here, what area should hold? Well, this range low, as the same as the previous weeks, to be honest. I could see a trap some people who are FOMOing in at the top here right now after sweeping last week's high, sweeping this key liquidity, right? They FOMO in here, so let's take them out, get a quick flush, but then you want to see the bounce, the reclaim, and then continuation to the upside. If not, and we break back below the consolidation that led to this explosive move, which is this, obviously, probably even last week's Monday range, which is this and this. Okay, so that's the bigger range, the smaller range, this and this, but as you can see, it all lines up with the same area, the middle area, which is this. Okay, so you don't want to see a daily close below this blue area. If we close the daily below here, yeah, then we more than likely take out liquidity below here, and at that point might even see us cascade a little lower into 16Ks. I don't think we'll straight up go for like 14 to 12K, which are the levels everyone's talking about. But at that point, I think we just sweep this and see a major bounce. Or at least do something like this, and then build up a new range within the 16, 17K area. But yeah, for now, obviously, let's see where the daily closes. If the daily closes up here and the retest into blue holds, I think we see continuation towards that weekly mid-range, which is where we'll have to see. Reject and break back below last week's high wouldn't be a good sign. At that point, probably look for shorts again. But yeah, that's way too early to talk about that for now. For now, I'm bullish. I'm targeting 21.7 and then this high up here, right? Draw on liquidity, boom, into this high time frame supply and range high. Okay, so that's what I'm watching here. Bullish above this blue area. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, feel free to leave a like on the video and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And then lastly, I have a Discord group where we talk daily about trade setups, where I post my setups as well, more analysis, and just chat around. If you want to join, simply use the link in the description, PrimeXBT, the sponsor of the video. Make a deposit and send me a message on Discord, and then I'll add you to the members. All right, see you in the next one. Peace.